8 on the docket, Jones versus Tiff.
Welcome to Chloe. First time I've actually had a dog in the courtroom, so.
I think it's her first time too.
So let's see how this goes here. The plaintiff, Ms. Jones, you want your dog back.
Yes.
How did this all come about?
So 3 weeks ago, we went to PetSmart, me and Chloe, to get dog food.
Yeah.
We walked in PetSmart to get dog food. Miss Tiff was walking out, and she seen my puppy. She asked her, could she pet? She said, oh, your puppy is so cute.
That's
She's so
not true.
cute. So can I pet? So I let her pet her, and I was just like, you know, she's a 8-month-old poodle. I'm looking to rehome her, etc. I'm considering selling her. She said that she breeds. She was a breed dog. She's a former breeder. She showed me her little poodle that her mom has, etc.
So you were looking at her as a possibility.
Yeah, I was looking at her possibility. Like,
Good.
she was a very nice lady at the moment. She was so nice, so kind, and everything like that. And so the plan was, you can keep her for 2 days, and then we'll be back here Sunday to meet back. And then after Sunday, I'll decide if I want to sell her to you. As of right now, my mind has not been made up.
Okay.
And then after, when I got home, I texted about 2 hours and said, hey, you have any questions, just text me or give me a call. I said, how's she doing so far? She's doing good, MONASIA. She's doing good. She's doing fine. Would you like to see the messages, Judge?
Sure.
Okay. So I communicated with her.
Do you mind, I tell you what, while we're doing this, do you mind if Najee here holds the dog?
She's not going to be happy.
How's that?
Okay.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay. It's all right.
I just want my puppy. I just want my puppy. I'm so incomplete without my puppy. Oh my God, I just want my Chloe. Chloe, mommy miss you.
I'm right here.
So you are the legal owner of
I'm
the dog?
the legal owner of that dog.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Papers and
Okay,
everything.
the dog
it's
I
not like
took-
it's made up here.
Okay.
The dog I
By your
took.
own dog.
The law is the law is the law.
Right.
She is the owner of the dog, and the dog goes back to the plaintiff.
Gotta return the property, sir. Gotta return the property.
You are back with me. I saw that.
This is case 113 on the docket, Benjamin versus Williams.
Okay. And let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Ms. Benjamin. You are suing the defendant, Mr. Williams, for $5,000 for vet bills and emotional distress due to your deceased dog. Tell me the story.
I was walking my dog.
What
and
kind of dog?
He's a pug. I would like to show you a picture
Yeah,
of
if
him
we
as
could see
well.
that. There you go.
Oh, well, there
That
go
is
my
it.
dog.
Yeah.
I was walking him one afternoon, and I saw a dog coming diagonal aggressively towards me.
What kind of dog was it?
I thought it was a pit bull.
My dog was a boxer. It was a boxer, it wasn't a pit bull.
Okay, it was a boxer.
So I was scared, and I started running with my dog in the house. As soon as I got in the house to turn around to shut the door, the dog knocked me over. He was a big dog. He knocked me over. I fell to the ground, and he immediately attacked my pug. I also want to let you know that I'm scared of big dogs. Toot was a dog that someone bought for me for an emotional support dog for my daughter and for me to conquer my fears of dogs. I have a daughter that has cerebral palsy. She's unable to walk. She's unable to talk.
Yeah.
That's her right there.
Yeah.
I tend to all her needs, and that dog was her emotional support dog. Like, now she looks for him. Like, she be looking for him. She, you know, I have a son as well and he does, I haven't even told him that our dog is gone.
I got a call from her saying the vet bill was gonna be $600. I feel so bad, I paid her $600.
So you gave the $600 right away?
Yeah, and I wanted a letter to make sure we was good, and she wrote it for me saying that once I paid the $600, I wouldn't be charged or she wouldn't come after me.
I wrote the note saying I wouldn't press criminal charges due to the fact that his dog had killed my dog. I said,
Your dog was put down?
Yeah, and I told her that when I gave her the money, I told her I was gonna take it.
And when she asked for another $1,000, we didn't have another $1,000. You know, we have 3 kids, we work, we're bus drivers just like everybody else, and that's why he offered to give her the dog, because we just didn't have that type
And
of
the
money.
dog was $700 alone to get him, but I was gonna get him.
What I see are really nice people in front of me that got involved in a tragic situation of nobody's purposeful making. And we know what a dog means to any child, and your child has major issues.
A lot.
And yet I also look over here and I see a nice family trying to raise 3 kids, trying to do a good thing by a dog. They lost their dog too in this incident. You know, I would go in and hear your story, and my instinct would be, what were you guys doing? And it's very hard for me to say, what were you guys doing? They rescued a dog to begin with. The dog became very difficult to control. This happened, awful. They put their dog down. And I totally believe, if I had a bet on it, I believe that if within the year you went to them and said, could you help me get this other dog? There's no reason to believe they wouldn't do it based on what they have voluntarily done. So therefore, $250 as a down payment, a good show of support in terms of her eventually, when she's ready, getting a new dog. And I find that is fair. So I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $250.
Case 70 on the docket, Johnson versus Skidmore-Diaz.
Okay, welcome to both of you. We have the plaintiff, Mr. Johnson. As I understand it, you are suing the defendant, Ms. Skidmore-Diaz, in the amount of $2,000 for vet bills. What's the story here?
Well, this is for my best friend, Little Kitty. She was my cat for 8 years approximately.
Oh, wow.
She's recently deceased due to being mauled by an animal.
What kind of animal?
Pit bull. That's the pit bull. And I looked over and seen the cat in the yard, and the dog was running out to the cat, continuing to attack the cat. Obviously, the cat's back was broke and been tore up, but the little cat was still fighting for her life. So I started hollering at the dog to get away from the cat, to leave the cat alone. And I distracted the dog, and the dog come to the fence, and I had keys to the gate. I was going to open the gate and let the dog out so I could see if my cat was all right and to get the dog away. The dog would keep running back to the cat, taunting the cat, and the cat was screaming, trying to fight. I called the police. The police responded real quick. 2 officers come and approached the fence, and the dog was arguing with them now. The police called animal control to respond quick. The officers were standing outside into the street, the alleyway. The dog was moving back and forth inside the fence in the yard. It came toward me. Then all of a sudden it turned and it went toward the street, and it leapt, cleared the fence. It took a good run, hit the top of that fence, right over that fence like it was nothing. The officers jumped back, pulled their firearms and their tasers. The dog dodged the officer in the street, then pranced right up the street to her porch, and we stood there and watched it, and went right up on her porch. And this is a photo of my baby fighting for her life here. I stayed up here for a while, and they told me to go home, so I headed home. I got home, and they called me and said that she died.
And that is your dog?
I have no idea. It doesn't have a collar on it.
Come on. That's your dog.
I don't know.
How can you have a dog and not know what it looks like?
Well, the bottom line here, Your Honor, is that when I walked my dog that morning, she had a leash and a collar on.
And the
I
dog
walked
just
her from
walked
at
to your
3:30 in the
house.
morning or at 4 starting off, and we were out for hours to where she was exhausted.
There's video of your dog in the yard, the police seeing the dog go up to your house. See a video of that pit bull in the yard. If you see that pit bull jump over the fence then, and then you see the dog walking back to your house, it is reasonable to assume that the dog was the one that bit the cat. And so I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $2,000.
Thank you, Your Honor. Justice for Little Kitty.
Hey YouTube, check out my new show coming this fall, Judge Jerry. Now for sneak preview and behind the scenes footage, subscribe to my channel now.